God, this quarantine hair is looking out of control. All right, fixed that. Shoutouts to our round one who aren't open during quarantine right now. Hey, what's up everybody? It's been a while since I've looked at getting another pair of shoes lately. I have this here, just came in today, and inside this box is a pair of Altra Escalante 2s. Now this particular shoe I've been avoiding for a while because even though they are the next step up from the Altra Escalante 1.5, which I have been using for at least over a year now, and they've been working so well for me that I always keep going back to them even after trying out a bunch of other different shoes. Something about them just makes me always want to go back to wearing those. Now, the reason I got the Escalante 2s, I found that on Amazon, they were marked down at least half the price. Like, I got these for about $60 or so I figured, you know, why not grab them and try them out? I mean, it's also because I've been using my 1.5s for at least a year and a half. They're starting to see a lot of wear and tear. Like, pieces are starting to fall off of the sole, so that's a good sign that I might have to start looking for something else to wear. So now that I have the Escalante 2s here, let's take a look at what we've got. Let's see, open. Whoa. Ultra. Seen from my Altra Escalante racer video, it's pretty much the same box. Embrace the space. These are Escalante 2s, size 9 men's, and they come in the, I got the gray colorway. Gray just happens to be one of the cheapest options. The other colors weren't so much more expensive, maybe about like $5 or $10 more, or if you want to get the red option that they have, I think that's even cheaper, but I don't really like the color that they used for that, so that's probably why it's cheaper. But yeah, let's take a look at inside here. Oh, here we go. Here's the gray Escalante 2. Got the same Ultra Ego midsole. Check this out. The sole looks about the same. Let me grab the 1.5s. All right, yeah. So we've got right shoe here. Right shoe here. This is the 1.5. You can see how worn down it is. This part here, I felt that coming off, so I had to just like rip that piece off. Let's see them side by side. Yeah, the soles look pretty much the same. They have the, you know, the foot-shaped rubber outsole and the foot-shaped toe box as well. Lacing seems to look pretty similar. I do notice that the upper feels a little different. This one, the 1.5s are definitely softer, and I think they might be a little more breathable. This one, the upper feels a lot rougher. I don't know how breathable it is yet. I'll have to test them out. There's something a little more like I guess I would say solid about the upper, it seems less flexible. Just like the 1.5s and all other Altra shoes, they are 0 drops, which means they are the same height at the heel as they are at the toes. Let's grab the other one out of here. The left shoe. Yeah. I think, yeah, they are pretty similar. I want to say, I think I can feel this one, the 2, being a little bit heavier. I definitely think the 2 is heavier on paper. The 1.5 was about 7 or so ounces. I think the website says this is about 8 ounces or so. Yeah, the upper feels pretty similar to the Escalante Racer. I think the Racer, the 2019 Racer, I think they based that off of the Escalante 2 because the uppers feel pretty similar in material. This is definitely more breathable. There's a lot more like open holes and stuff. This one's not so much. This one's more like closely knit together. Let's give the squeeze test here. Squeeze that. Definitely still feels squishy like the 1.5s. I think the 1.5s are much squishier at the midsole. I think the midsole here feels a little more feels more rigid. I don't know. I'm not sure why. They might just have packed denser material into this Ultra Ego midsole. Yeah, 1.5 is definitely softer. Let's see how flexible these are. Let's bend them. They're fairly flexible. Not like ultra flexible, but they are able to bend quite a bit. I'm gonna try these on and get a feel for them. Alright, let's try these on. Loosen up the lacing a little bit. Oh yeah, these definitely feel much more similar to the Racers than the 1.5s. The inside doesn't feel as plush or as soft or as cushiony as the 1.5. You can tell immediately. Laces are fine. I think the laces are just like the 1.5s, and I think the Racers use the same ones. Yeah, this definitely feels much more like the Racer than the 1.5. Although it's strange because the Racer is much lighter and it feels so similar, but it's also at the same time heavier than the 1.5s. Still can feel a good amount of ground contact. The sole isn't so thick that you can't feel the arrows. Bracketing shouldn't be too much of an issue with these. The upper is pretty flexible though, so I'm not feeling any like weird protrusions or discomfort in the upper yet. Yeah, I can flex my feet up like this. I'm not feeling any pain here. It doesn't feel like anything's getting in the way. These are so far pretty comfortable. All right, now that I've got the Escalante 2s on, it's time to give these things a try, and I'm gonna give them a session and see how that goes, and I'll report back. All right, session in the Altra Escalante 2s completed. I do have some thoughts and concerns about this shoe. First of all, the lacing. So I had to modify the lacing a bit to get a more secure lockdown and fit on my foot. I had the same problem with the Escalante racers with the left shoe in particularly. I had to relace this whole thing, kind of do like a modified lacing at the top here so I can relieve pressure on this section of my foot, because it was after playing a song or two, it was I was starting to feel some pressure on this section of my foot, and it was getting uncomfortable. And the second thing was the lacing here. I had to do a runner's knot to get a better lockdown on my ankle. And the issue with doing a runner's knot with this shoe is that the lacing is too short. The laces on the 1.5s, the racers, they have plenty of length, but the Escalante 2s, they are just way too short. Like this is a runner's knot with just a single knot. This isn't even double knotted. It only has this much length left. Like I can barely do a second knot here. And I worry that if I continue to play like faster stuff or lengthier songs with this kind of lacing, it's gonna, loosen up, fall apart. Well, not fall apart, but like come loose, and I'll have to play with loose laces. It's not an ideal thing to have. Next thing is the firmness of the sole here. It's definitely tougher than the 1.5s. The impact it's more solid. You can feel more of the impact. There's less of a cushiony sort of impact, less of a squish for each step. It's not a bad thing, but it does make a lot more noise, and I don't know, it feels like it drains my energy a little bit because I'm not getting that the same energy return, that bounce that I like for each step that I would get in the 1.5s. I think the last thing I have a concern about is the upper. The upper is it's pretty similar to the racers, and it's the same concern I had with the racers, is that the upper feels much stiffer, kind of papery a little bit. It's not soft and cushiony like the 1.5s, and when your foot kind of rubs around inside, it gets kind of uncomfortable. The initial fit was fine, like it fit fine and it conformed to my foot pretty well, but when I move my foot around, it does have a little bit of wiggle room there. Like there's not any of that cushion to keep my foot secure. I can kind of feel like I don't know what this is made of, but it does feel like kind of papery, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But so far, the first impressions, the Altra Escalante 2s, they're okay. They're okay. I can do fantastic attack in them. I can do tech charts. I got a pretty good score on like a 210 BPM 16 in this session, so they can handle higher speeds, but I can definitely feel the extra weight on this. I can feel how much more it's weighing me down compared to using the other Escalantes that I have. Maybe it's something to get used to. I'll try these for a few more sessions to get a better feel of how much I may like them. Maybe I won't like them, who knows. I got a pretty good deal on them, so it's not like I paid full price for them. Like, I didn't shell out too much money to try these out. I thought maybe trying the next iteration of the Escalantes would be at least worth a shot, but you know, we'll see how these work out in the future. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts, impressions on the Altra Escalante 2s for playing DDR dance games. If you like this video and like the content that I'm putting up, then give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to get updates on my videos. I put out highlights of my gameplay, and sometimes I do reviews and stuff of shoes and other DDR related stuff. But yeah, anyway, I will see you next time. Peace out. Take it easy. Bye-bye.